Hi everybody, welcome to Studio B. Today I'm going to be doing a video about finishing up my summer series. Summer is my favorite time of the year. It is coming to a close. I know that lots of us are already back in school right now, but for me, right now it is still summer in California. So if you love summer reads, let's get to it. The first series I'm going to be talking about today is Dairy Queen. My mom gave me this book when we were on a road trip to a very small town in Utah. She said, I'm just going to love it. She hands me this book with a cow with a tiara on the cover. What? I start reading this book and it's about some shy country girl and it does not seem like my kind of book. But the more that I read it, the more that I started to love it. I start thinking, wow, this is actually pretty interesting. I want to see where this goes. And every chapter has a great cliffhanger that makes you want to keep reading. And yeah, sure, she's on a farm, but a bunch of interesting things are actually happening. My next series is To All the Boys I've Loved Before. I just have one thing to say about this book, and that it was so real. I listened to this book on the way back from that small town in Utah, and I felt like I was in it every second that I was reading it. And when something embarrassing happens, which happens quite a lot in this book, you feel it 100%. The author does such a perfect job of making you feel like you're right in the book that it's no wonder why they made this a Netflix show. The next one is the Click Summer Collection series. The Click series is about a bunch of really bratty rich girls that are spoiled and have a bunch of super materialistic problems that are hilarious. And I just love this series so much. It's a guilty pleasure. Usually all the girls are together and it takes place during school. But in the Click Summer Collection series, they all have their own novel because they're all apart. But not all of these books are created equal, so I will tell you my top 3. Number 1, Massie. Massie gets kicked out of a super prestigious writing camp for a prank gone very wrong. Her parents force her to finally do some work in her life and pay off the whole summer's worth of summer camp. She has to find a jobby. Will she be able to do this? 2, Dylan. Dylan and her TV host mom are off to Hawaii for the Aloha Tennis Open, where she falls head over heels for a perfect tennis guy. Most girls would do a lot to get a guy that she likes to like her back, but Dylan isn't like most girls. Dylan is way more hardcore, and Dylan gets what she wants, no matter what. So instead of prancing around in her cutest outfits like other girls, Dylan is involved in a huge plot of blackmailing tennis stars and getting in huge trouble to become a professional tennis player to win over the heart of a seemingly perfect guy. This girl is crazy and I love it. Number 3, Claire. Claire goes back to her hometown of Florida to reunite with her perfect Florida friends once again. But these perfect angels have turned into nightmares of unfashionable cheap clothing that want to sentence her to life as an eternal wannabe. And they're really mean. What is Claire gonna do? Have her friends changed, or has she? I can't wait to finish this series. I love all these books with all my heart and they're amazing. The last one is the Selection series, which I will not be finishing. The first book is barely an intro. There's no huge cliffhanger at the end of the book, but there's also no closing. And the Selection is barely even halfway through. I felt cheated out of this book. I was devastated by this and I will not be finishing the series. But if you have the patience to cope with something like that, I would recommend you finish it. Okay, fine, maybe I will finish it. But just for you guys, not for the author. Make sure to comment below, subscribe, and like this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I miss you all, and see you next time on Studio B.